Hey everybody, this is Tasha with F7 Wellness. I hope you are having a fantastic Tuesday. Just wanted to let you know really quick that no amount of vegan diet is going to allow your hair to grow 18 inches overnight. It takes a couple of $100 and half your day to get it done. So just wanted to go ahead and knock that out of the way in case you had any questions. But seriously, wanted to talk to you about something personal, and it is when food is. And I have been thinking about this in the car on my way home, and I didn't know how to address it. I was thinking when food is your hostage, when food is love. That's a title of a book written by Janine Roth, which is pretty good. Geneen Roth, Roth. Fantastic writer, fantastic writer on the subject. When food is everything, when food is punishment, when food is your crutch. And for me, I'm not really sure what food is right now. I am in this cycle and wanted to share with you a little bit, in case any of you all are struggling with the same thing, about finding where food is and why it's having this dominant space in my life. Overeating and undereating, eating the things, I don't want to say wrong foods, because when we say wrong, we diagnose ourselves as being wrong, and then we end up punishing ourselves. But just things that don't agree with me. This year has been rough. It started out with a friend of mine losing his 13-year-old daughter. And it was very painful, mostly because it took me right back to December of 2011 when my very close friend lost her son. And if you've read any of my blogs and you know about Miles, and you know that even to this day it affects just about everything that I do, and I know how much he loved his baby, and it just rocked my world. And about 2.5 weeks later, my ex-husband's grandmother, my son's great-grandmother, who I absolutely adored, passed away, and it was another hit. And then a week later, a week and maybe 3 days, my beautiful friend Brandy left this earth, and it rocked me to my core. Just last week, my husband lost his uncle. And as I was sitting up Sunday night watching the Amy Bishop story on Snap, and if you all know anything about Amy Bishop, then you know Amy Bishop is the professor who murdered 3 of her colleagues and shot 3 more on the campus of the University of Alabama at Huntsville, where I work, in 2010. My children recall pulling up on campus with me right after it happened. And I started to have panic attacks, and I got really, really sick after that. As I was sitting there, I got a call that my friend's nephew had been tragically shot and killed. That was Sunday night. And I thought I was holding it all together until I felt really, really weak Monday night teaching my class. And I realized I was weak because, number one, I was dehydrated because I had been crying all day for several reasons, not just that, but that included that, and being at my husband's uncle's funeral. But because I hadn't been eating. And when I had been eating, it hadn't been the things that agree with my body. And food is something that I feel like I have control over when the rest of my world is out of control. So if my husband says you have to eat, I'll look at him and say, no, I don't have to do anything, and I won't, and I'll go to bed hungry because I'm mad at the world. And if I feel like I don't have anything else, then I can eat a chocolate bar because I want it. If I can't have what I want anyplace else, then I can for sure eat whatever it is that I want. And I don't care what the consequences are, because everything else in the world is going berserk. And if I can control anything, I am going to control what's on that plate. Does that sound familiar to anybody? And so it's like this exchange that we're playing around with that keeps us stuck. And so there's a part of us, when I talked about last week that I'm not your superwoman, there's a part of this superwoman complex that we go on and on and on and on and never really handle the issues because we think we're coping, and they manifest through something else. In this sense, my plate. And as a person who has suffered from anorexia and a person who has suffered from binge eating, it's very, very easy for me to go into those behaviors and not recognize them because they seem normal. And it's dangerous. When we're flip-flopping in our diet, it's a sign that something else in our life is off. There's a part of us that's not being nourished somewhere. For the sake of everybody involved, you being the most important, I urge you, I beg you, to find what is off and to really seek healing for that. To say that you need help. To talk to someone if you need to talk to someone. To take some time off if you need some time off. Because crashing and burning just doesn't feel good. And I've been there. I've had one of those moments just last week. And I also wrote about that in the I'm Not Your Superwoman. I literally crashed. And I feel another one coming if I don't slow down, because I'm not eating and I'm not drinking. And my life has consisted of running through Starbucks and eating a bowl of oatmeal with almond milk. And I realized that's about 130 calories. And then my body can't perform when I need to. And I feel very, 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 very tired. And then I feel like I need to sleep. That, my friends, is a sign of depression. And I've been there too. And sometimes it feels normal. And it's not. So when food is something other than your fuel, your energy, stop. Stop right where you are, right now. Think about what it is that you're really missing. What it is that you are using food in replacement of. Because your power does not exist in your fork. You are powerful. You are beautiful. And it has nothing to do with how many calories you take in. I am not going to go to sleep. I'm going to go fix my laundry and fix me something that's soothing to my stomach and to my heart and to my mind, because I need to be at my best to help you be at your best. Have a blessed day.